Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jerry Corcoran, the very proud president of Illinois Valley Community College. And on behalf of our Board of Trustees, the faculty and staff of IVCC, it's my pleasure to welcome you to our 2021 commencement program. 1 year ago, I commented on how the spring semester of 2020 had been like none other, with challenges we had never faced before and no roadmap to look to for how to deal with the pandemic and a few other out-of-the-ordinary challenges that had come our way. Unfortunately, the pandemic continued into the fall and spring semesters, making things difficult for everyone, especially you, our students, and your loved ones. But despite these challenges, everyone stuck together, persevered, and here we are today. Congratulations on a job well done. Honored guests, family, friends, and graduates, today marks the 55th commencement of Illinois Valley Community College. In reality, however, IVCC had its origin when LaSalle Peru Oglesby Junior College opened with 32 freshmen in the fall of 1924. At LPO's first commencement in June of 1926, 11 students graduated with an Associate of Arts degree. Today, the college serves approximately 7,500 students annually, and we have approximately 200 who have chosen to participate in the 2021 virtual commencement. IVCC offers associate degrees in the arts, science, engineering science, and general studies, and offers 58 technical programs leading to associate and applied science degrees or certificates. This year, 793 graduates have earned 890 degrees or certificates. At this time, and if possible, I would ask that everyone please rise and remain standing for the national anthem and the invocation given by Naomi Ochuba, our excellent student representative to the Board of Trustees.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates. I have to say, never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be addressing you all today in this fashion. Therefore, it must be said that I'm filled with great joy. My position this year has allowed me to be a voice for you all and gave me an insight into the core of IVCC. And although I only served as student trustee for a short time, I will always be grateful for the opportunity I was given to represent the IVCC student body. It has been such an honor to serve as your trustee this semester, alongside some of the most intelligent people I've had the pleasure of meeting. And I would like to thank Dr. Corcoran for seeing the potential in me to do so. This past year has not been an easy one and presented a slew of bumps in the road. It tested our strengths, weaknesses to the fullest extent, and you should all be very proud of yourselves for proving that you were stronger than those obstacles that stood in your way. Regardless of how you got here or how long it took you to make it to this day, you have accomplished what many others wish they could. At the end of the day, your late night studying, juggling work and school, and countless Blackboard logins have paid off. As you graduate, let this moment today foreshadow everything else that you are capable of achieving in your life. I will leave you with one of my personal favorite quotes. No place so close can take you so far. Yes, this is true, but it all comes down to how far you are willing to go and how hard you were willing to work. I wish you all success in your future endeavors and hope that you fulfill all your heart's desires. Go Eagles.
Thank you, Naomi. Very well done. Exactly 1 week ago today was Armed Forces Day, which is observed in some areas of the United States to honor all branches of the armed forces. Before we proceed, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our military veterans. Each year, our graduating veterans have the opportunity to wear red, white, and blue honor cords with their regalia, courtesy of the IVCC Student Veterans Association. To our graduating veterans and to all veterans viewing today's ceremony from around the world, we speak as one in saying thank you for your service to our country. It's now my pleasure to introduce the IVCC Wind Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Phil Whaley. Thank you, Phil Whaley and the IVCC Wind Ensemble. Fantastic job. The Illinois Community College Board of Trustees is responsible for providing an environment in which students can learn, faculty can teach, and staff can lead and serve. Elected and serving without compensation, members of the board devote countless hours to ensure that the college is in a position to respond to the needs of the community that it serves, not only today, but well into the future. They represent you, your children, your grandchildren, and even your great-grandchildren. It's therefore a special privilege for me to introduce Mr. Everett Solon, Chair of the Illinois Valley Community College Board of Trustees, who will introduce other members of the board. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Dr. Corcoran. It is my pleasure to introduce the remaining members of the IVCC Board of Trustees. Vice Chair Jay McCracken of Hennepin, Secretary Angela Stevenson of Ottawa, Dr. Amy Boyles of Ottawa, Jane Getz of Ottawa, David Mallory of Hennepin, Dr. Maureen Rebholz of Peru, Manuel Galindo, our summer and fall 2020 student trustee, Naomi Ochuba, our spring 2021 trustee, and Madison Miranda, our newly elected 21-22 student trustee. The Board of Trustees express its congratulations to each of the graduates. Thank you for choosing IVCC to further your education and for successfully completing the requirements for graduation. The board would also like to acknowledge and thank the IVCC faculty, support staff, and administration for their hard work and dedication. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Other institutional officials include Dr. Debra Anderson, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Cheryl Ralsma, Vice President for Business Services and Finance, Mr. Mark Grzybowski, Vice President for Student Services, Bonnie Campbell, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs, Walter Zukowski, Board Attorney, and Dr. Promise Yong, current IVCC Community College Chemistry Professor and today's commencement speaker. Each year, the Illinois Community College Trustees Association sponsors the Paul Simon Student Essay Contest to honor the late former United States Senator. The contest invites students from across the state to write about how each of their community colleges changed their lives. Every community college can submit one entry. The IVCC Award is funded by the Student Government Association. Kate Barraza is IVCC's winner of the 2021 Paul Simon Essay Contest. Please welcome Kate as she reads her essay titled, How IVCC Has Changed My Life.
No one tells you growing up that the plans you have for your life may not always follow a straight and narrow path. Situations arise that test your limits and your strength, as well as make you question every aspect of your plan. Sometimes, your dreams have to take a back seat to fulfill the needs of who you are becoming. My dreams sat in the trunk. I buried them under diapers and baby clothes for almost 5 years. I almost forgot they existed. Enrolling at IVCC was a choice I made for me, my daughter, and our future. As an adult student, there were many challenges that I faced that I could not have conquered alone. I never had to. The abundant support of the IVCC community, instructors, colleagues, partners, and friends I have encountered along the way, all of these influential people have guided me on this new path. Here, I have been able to put my best foot forward each day and learn to accept the differences I have overcome. Within the construct of this community, I have developed a sense of belonging and fostered personal growth beyond compare. After all the late night study sessions, the early morning rushes to class, the ever-changing atmosphere of education in a pandemic, I can say with certainty I am built stronger by this opportunity. The uniqueness of this college is simple. We are working together in our community to create greatness. Each step of this educational journey has brought me new insight on how to participate and contribute to the area in which we all live. I have never felt like a number on a roster or a lost face in a crowd here. I know on the days that I struggle that there is always someone who stands beside me to shoulder the difficulties with me and provide me with support. I too have been there to motivate and lift up those around me in my time here. IVCC has become a home away from home to me. In a sense, it's like there are distant family members everywhere I turn. Some who will be a part of my life forever, most of which are a permanent part of my journey. I can say without a doubt that my life has been changed for the better because of the opportunity to manifest my dreams within this community, the IVCC community.
Thank you, Kate. Very nice job. This year, a total of 10 administrators and faculty from IVCC have retired or have provided notice of their imminent retirement in 2021. Combined, these retirees have accounted for over 260 combined years of service to IVCC. It is my heartfelt honor to wish the following retirees a very healthy and happy retirement. Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Deborah Anderson. Vice President for Business Services and Finance, Cheryl Rolfsma. Director of Nursing, Julie Hogue. Computer Networking Instructor and Program Coordinator, Gina Elias. Nursing Instructor, Laura Hodgson. Nursing Instructor, Pam Mamano. Nursing Instructor, Dr. Debra Pumo. Math Instructor, Dan Serafini. Accounting Instructor, Rick Serafini. Art Instructor, Karen Zielman. Again, to the 2021 IVCC retirees, I sincerely thank you for your service and dedication to the college and to our students. Today's keynote address is delivered by IVCC chemistry instructor Promise Yong. For 13 years, Promise, affectionately known by his students as PK, has been renowned for his ability, his gift, for teaching incredibly complex scientific principles in an understandable manner. Devanshi Patel, the 2020 Matheson Award winner, now a biochemistry major at Northern Illinois University, said Dr. Yong's organic chemistry course built a rock-solid foundation for the many pre-med courses she has to come. Ms. Patel said friends and fellow IVCC alumni studying engineering and computer science at the University of Illinois agree. Promise is one of the best professors they've ever had. Dr. Yong, a native of the Republic of Cameroon in Central Africa, earned a bachelor's in chemistry from the University of Booyah and a doctorate in organic chemistry, photochemistry from the University of North Dakota. In 2017, Dr. Yong was a co-winner of IVCC's Stephen A. Chari Memorial Award for Teaching Excellence, and as such delivered one of the keynote speeches at the annual Academic Honors Banquet. Along with his inspirational and moving message, Promise shared his remarkable life story. It was one of the highlights of my 14 years as president. Please welcome Dr. Promise Yong.
Thank you, Dr. Corcoran, for that wonderful introduction. It is a great privilege to be here, sharing this happy moment with you and the rest of the IVCC community. Congratulations to all our graduates in whose honor we are here today. A special thank you to friends and family who are watching and celebrating with us today. I am not here to tell you what you've never heard before. Success, kindness, failure, truth, and hope will be some of the recurring themes that I think you've already heard before and so many times. I'm just here to tell you in a different voice. As this day came close and I started reflecting on what to say, I recalled a conversation I had with a childhood friend of mine on December 27th, 2020. That conversation was centered on our academic success. We met in my hometown in Cameroon while I was home to join my family to celebrate our dad's 100th anniversary. We had not met since we separated from high school, and he is now an economics professor at a university in Pennsylvania. As we engaged in a very exciting conversation about our backgrounds and how far we have come, I realized striking similarities and the tremendous impact our families, our parents, our teachers, and the environment had in our upbringing. If you are like me, who lost a mom at the age of 10, then you may agree that there are no appropriate words to appreciate a dad who stepped up to play both the role of a mom and a dad in your life. That taught me about love, respect, humility, unity, truth, and commitment to development and just being nice to everyone around. I feel blessed and could not be any happier that I had the opportunity to celebrate him in Thanksgiving as he turned 100. You may have someone in your life like that, without whom you will not be here today. It could be a family member. It could be a friend or a babysitter. Today, I would like you to take a minute and think about them. Thank them and wish them well. Like my childhood friend, I was not born into wealth. I grew up in a village called Bobong in Cameroon, Africa. With hope and inspiration from my dad, it was engraved in my mind that obtaining a formal education was the gateway to achieving my dreams. Dad was very successful at instilling in me a burning desire to pursue higher education. He made me to understand the true meaning of a proverb he used in my tribal language that says, meaning when the sun rises, it starts from tree canopies. To him, high unemployment amongst educated youths in my hometown was not an excuse to not pursue a degree in higher education. There had to be hope for a better tomorrow. I had to be ready. Low cost and high quality typically don't go together. And I'm exceedingly proud to be a part of the IVCC family that does not only make that happen, it also demonstrates a tremendous focus on providing financial assistance and life-changing services to its students. IVCC has empowered you for the path you decide to take. I do not doubt that you are ready for the new adventure. Whether you are transferring to another institution, or graduating with a certificate to join the workforce, or simply sharpening your tools to meet the demands of today's Android generation, I believe you are ready. And to all my students, past and present, from whom I never cease to learn, I say thank you. Thank you for the real-world experiences you brought into my lectures. I have nothing but gratitude for how you enriched my personal and professional life. It may not have been easy for you to get to this day. You worked hard to overcome the challenges that posed a significant threat to your potential to succeed. I remember that single student in my class who missed her second exam because she had no babysitter. I remember the A student from Granville who suffered a breakup in his relationship and almost failed my class. The student in my 9 a.m. class who always slept throughout all my classes because she had to work 2 jobs to keep the family going. I remember the student who always asked for extension on quizzes because the Wi-Fi at grandma's house wasn't working good enough. It is still fresh in my memory, and I think in your memories as well, how the frustration from lifestyle changes brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic has caused a student in the past to break down in my class. In my teaching career that spans over 20 years, I have seen the bad and the ugly. In all of these, I want you to remember the non-traditional student who randomly arrived to my chemistry class in 2009 after losing his job due to the recession. He never had chemistry in his entire life and did not believe he was good enough for school. He had a family and issues like every one of us, but he worked hard, took more chemistry classes, and surprised himself with good grades. 3 years ago, I remember this student called me to report to me that he was now a proud holder of a master's degree in chemistry. And then he went further to ask me if there was an opening in our chemistry department. What a great day for me. What an amazing moment. It was very exciting and a rewarding moment for me because one dream had come true. Challenges are never the same. Neither is our reaction to them when they show up on our doorsteps. No matter the route you took, what matters is that you have arrived this point. I went to school on bare feet, lost my mom at 10, dropped out for a year after my high school due to financial difficulties. And the list goes on. But guess what? I am here today, and it is all that matters. There is an African proverb that puts it even better. No matter how big or small your butt might be, what matters is that it splits into two. The ultimate goal has been reached. Be contented, celebrate, and move on. Dear graduates, celebrating success today is really a tribute to how well you handled failure yesterday. I'm sure you've encountered failure in different shades and colors. As you leave IVCC, be prepared to fail many more times. Your promotion at work may be denied. The scholarship you applied for, you may not qualify. It feels bad. I am far too familiar with feelings of not being good enough. And at such times, I express my frustration through an African proverb in my tribal language that says, "Ajvajung alum kola wiamuntuang." And that actually means that there is no good thing, there is no harvest on my own branches. No good fruit bears on my own branch. So I seem to think that nothing good can happen to me. So when failure comes, a sense of hopelessness and feelings of helplessness are at work. Lack of supportive relationships, low self-esteem, making comparison to others, and unrealistic expectations are some ingredients to fuel failure or to actually make you succeed at failing. Avoid them. When failure comes your way, how you deal with it makes the big difference. It is okay to accept a certain level of responsibility. Look into the famous people that have failed before, and you will realize that they failed too many times along the way. Movie actors got rejected. Politicians ran their campaigns and never won. And you have business owners that got turned down for deals. But what did they do to bounce back? What can you learn from their experiences so that these failures can become life lessons and not lifelong burdens? I arrived in North Dakota for grad school in January 2003, moving from an average of 75 to 80 degree weather into a winter weather that took me by surprise and sent me running helter-skelter for shelter in the baggage area, trying to hide from the cold. The path to a doctorate degree in organic photochemistry was never easy as well. My research project continued to fail for my first 2 years in grad school. I felt like failure. I felt like my entire career was going down the drain. One day I got up with strong faith and decided that failure in research was not how my story will end. We decided to investigate further into the undesired results I was getting. This gave me an opportunity to learn new skills and different analytical techniques, resulting in a peer-reviewed publication. A lack of success had challenged me to get out of my comfort zone and reach for success. My challenge was indeed a disguised opportunity. The COVID pandemic has brought unprecedented challenges to your family and mine. And on the flip side, it has given me an opportunity to teach online classes and to develop course material that will be useful when life goes back to normal. Treat life like research, where failure does not only help you build resilience, it also helps you find opportunity. When the opportunity presents itself, don't sit on it. Act on it. Do something about your situation. Take risk. Get out of your comfort zone. Stop complaining. Stop procrastinating. And go for it. President Obama once put it in this way: our destiny is not written for us, it is written by us. While out of school, I did not sit back at home complaining or blaming. I volunteered for a bread vendor at a bus station, and did any odd job I could find to get life going. One day I met a family friend who handed to me an application form for the University of Boyer. My life changed from that moment. An opportunity had presented itself and I seized it. That one random act of kindness was all I needed to become who I am today. As you graduate and move on, I would like to share with you a few lessons from my experiences, most of them from my dad, blended with some information from a book I read called The Four Agreements by Miguel Ruiz. You can take them with you in the direction of your dreams. First, be impeccable with your word. Be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Always use your words to uplift, to make people feel good, and to give them comfort. My dad taught us to make truth our religion. And if you take it from Voltaire, everything truthful need not be said, but everything said must be truthful. Second, don't take anything personal. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say or do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. People who don't like you and say things about you are only revealing the things they hate about themselves. It is not about you. They don't know you. 3, develop an intimate relationship with hope and hang on to it for its dear life. Instill hope in those who have lost it and nurture it when you find it. With hope, you can achieve anything. Do not try to please everyone. Somebody once said, I don't know the secret to success, but I do know the secret to failure, and that is trying to please everyone. 5, be mindful there is not enough progress in our world today to ensure that certain courtesies are equitably extended without bias to women, without bias to how you worship, without bias to whether you sit on a wheelchair or walk with a white stick, without bias to your skin color or where you come from. Sometimes I worry about whether or not my 3 boys, Yanis, Ankini, and Bemse, will always get the same benefit of doubt like everyone else in their future communities. At any instance, strive to be a good example. When you are outraged, stay engaged, never quit. Dear graduates, once you go out there, you will face competition. There will be many like you with good GPAs. How well you perform shall depend mostly on the stuff that you learned in kindergarten. I read a book by Robert Fulham. All I really need to know, I learned in kindergarten. Share everything. Play fair. Don't hit people. Put things back where you found them. Clean up your own mess. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say you're sorry when you hurt somebody. Wash your hands before you eat. Flush. Warm cookies and cold milk are good for you. Take a nap every afternoon. When you go out into the world, watch out for traffic. Hold hands and stick together. Wonder. Remember the little seed in the styrofoam cup? Roots go down and the plant goes up, and nobody really knows how and why, but we are all like that. Now, dear graduates, think what a better world it would be if all of us, the entire world, had cookies and milk at 3 p.m., then lay down with our blankets for a nap. Or if all our governments had as basic policy to put things back where they found them and to clean up their own mess. Distinguished graduates, as you go into the world, I would like you to remember the motto of my high school, JHS Fundong, that says, the heart of education is the education of the heart. How you conduct yourself in the pursuit of your dreams should bear witness to the outstanding commitment of IVCC to engrave its core values on your hearts. May your accomplishments, actions or inactions, be a living testimony that no place so close can take you so far. What starts here at IVCC can change the world. Congratulations. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Yong. Excellent job. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Deborah Anderson, for the presentation of the 2021 Fw Matheson Award.
Frederick W. Matheson was a prominent late 19th and early 20th century local industrialist and philanthropist. Mr. Matheson and his descendants embodied generosity and civic-mindedness, underwriting numerous public and private works in the local area. Among the visible examples of the Matheson family's generosity is the LaSalle, Peru Township High School building. The Centennial Committee for LaSalle wrote of Frederick Matheson in 1952, a man whose generosity LaSalle will always reflect. Schools, churches, hospitals, public and private institutions, as well as the city itself, all have experienced his munificence. In 1978, Illinois Valley Community College established the Fw Matheson Award to recognize a graduating student who reflects the Matheson spirit. To be considered for this award, the graduate is nominated by an IVCC faculty member and must meet 3 stringent criteria: high scholarship, a record of civic achievement and/or volunteer service to the greater community, substantial service to the college community. This recognition is not necessarily awarded every year. It has only been awarded 27 times since its inception 43 years ago. And in years when it is awarded, the announcement is a surprise to everyone but the Nomination Review Committee. Selecting a winner from some of the best is extremely difficult. Our winner this year has excelled academically and has been involved in a number of leadership roles on campus and in the community. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to announce Grace McCormick of Peru as the 2021 Fw Matheson Award winner. The following is a sample of Grace's accomplishments. She coordinated a highly successful community fundraiser that has raised thousands of dollars for the Illinois Valley and Ottawa PADS shelters. She organized a moment of silence event in remembrance of those lost to gun violence. She coordinated a college-wide gently used clothing drive. She's a published author and poet who devotes her spare time reading to children and helping them with their homework. She is a recipient of the Daughters of the American Revolution Scholarship. She is the 2021 IVCC 21st Century Scholar. She is the 2021 winner of IVCC's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Writing Contest and donated her first place prize to a nonprofit organization committed to increasing access to children's books that center, reflect, and affirm Black children. She served as the very first IVCC Rotaract Club president, and she coordinated, knitted, and donated pet blankets to IVAR and organized IVCC's first Santa's Workshop event. The following is how 2021 winner was described by one of her nominators. Grace, so aptly named, has been gracing our community with her compassion and care for others through a plethora of volunteer activities since she was a child. While her high school years certainly ignited her love for activism, her years at IVCC provided her with additional opportunities to flourish. As she gets set to depart IVCC, she is not slowing down, but rather is ramping up her volunteerism and goals to put as much good into the community as possible. In her final semester as an IVCC student, Grace is working on an internship through AmeriCorps with Midwest Partners, volunteering with Earth Day cleanup and creating a community garden before she heads to the University of Illinois to study community and organizational leadership. Grace, please come forward to the stage and accept your award. The Associate in Arts, Science, and Engineering Science degrees are conferred upon those individuals who have successfully completed a pre-baccalaureate program of study leading to transfer to a baccalaureate degree granting college or university. The Associate in General Studies degree is conferred upon those individuals who have completed a liberal course of study. The Associate in Applied Science degree is conferred upon those individuals who have completed a course of technical study leading directly to work or to transfer to a university. Certificates are conferred upon those individuals who have completed a short-term, specialized skill training that leads directly to employment. Each candidate for a degree or certificate has pursued the approved course of study in the area appropriate to the degree. Candidates for the degrees of Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, Associate in General Studies, Associate in Engineering Science, Associate in Applied Science, and candidates for certificates. Now is your time to shine. President Corcoran, on the recommendation of the faculty and subject to the completion of all college requirements, these candidates are recommended to you for the appropriate associate degrees and certificates as designated in the program of the 2021 commencement of Illinois Valley Community College.
In accordance with this recommendation and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees in the state of Illinois, I confer upon each of you the appropriate degrees: Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, Associate in Engineering Science, Associate in General Studies, Associate in Applied Science, and the appropriate certificates as designated in the program of the 2021 commencement. Each degree is conferred upon you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. You may now move your tassels right to left. Congratulations, everyone.
Among our graduates this afternoon are many who achieved excellence through participating in student honor societies and our own honors program. It is an honor for me to be able to have this opportunity to recognize these graduates for their outstanding achievements. Graduates of Rho Omega, IVCC's chapter of the International Honor Society Phi Theta Kappa, are distinguished by wearing a gold stole and blue and gold cords. Graduates of Alpha Delta Nu, IVCC's Nursing Honor Society, are distinguished by wearing apricot cords. Students who have completed the requirements of the IVCC Honors Program are distinguished by wearing gold cords. Graduates who have completed an emphasis in global studies are distinguished by wearing double red cords. Graduates of Sigma Kappa Delta, the IVCC English Honor Society, are distinguished by wearing a green and gold honors cord. Graduates of the IVCC chapter of Sigma Delta Mu, the National Honor Society for Hispanic Studies for two-year colleges, are distinguished by wearing red and gold cords. Graduates of TEACH, Future Educators of America, and Phi Delta Kappa are distinguished by wearing gray cords. Graduates of Tau Upsilon Alpha, IVCC's Human Services Honor Society, are distinguished by wearing royal white and gold cords. Graduates of IVCC's TRIO program, Project Success, are distinguished by wearing the red and black cords that are representative of the National TRIO organization. And finally, graduating military veterans are honored by wearing red, white, and blue cords. Anna Marie Aldred, Nicole Lee Armstrong, Skylar R. Wood, Lupe Maria Asencio, Alicia Dawn Baker, Joseph Michael Baker, Ashley Lynn Barnes Underwood, Catherine Marie Barraza, Courtney Baxter, Chandra Rosalie Baxter, Madison Bean, Gia Grace Bedola, Amy Bersano, Becky Lynn Beers, Evelyn Rebecca Biggins, Riley Joseph Bolher, Megan Jo Bolelli, Megan Kiara Brady, Zoe Marie Brogdon, Alyssa Rose Brooke, Mary Jeannie Brown, Sarah Ashley Berg, Bethan Mist Campbell, Savannah Victoria Carillo, Kyle Marcus Carson, Gier Mia Cervantes, Itzel Corona, Ludwig Allen Costas Guerrero, Tyrese Cotton, Alana Leanne Kushera, Kevin Edwin Siwevos, Amber Marie Cullinan, Taylor Renee Cullinan. Emily Frances Cunningham. Andrea Deanna Davis. Alexandria Rose Davis. Erica Alexandria Dean. Mallory Michelle Deaver. Alexis Marie DeFosse. Kyle Sean DeGutis. Ashley Marie DeMoss. Erica Vanessa DePaz. Matthew Jacob Detloff. Giselle Diaz. Patricia Michelle Dillard. Caitlin Marie Drenner. Paige Caitlin E. Benner. Sydney Ashley Ike. Gabrielle McKenna Angelhopt. Hilda Azucena Espinoza. Jacob Scott Faber. Morgan Carolyn Fanning. Thomas Jacob Fouth. Grace Filipiak. Erica Rosella Fleck. Constance Elizabeth Flush. Tamika Frazier. Emily Elizabeth Gammy. Lilybeth Garcia. Oscar Garcia. Casey George. John Brett Glowacki. Shirley Gay Goldsmith. Fabian Gomez. Nadia Carmen Gonzalez. Orville Orvin Gordon. Julia Marie Graham. Taryn Ann Gaser. Erica Faith Haney. Avery Christine Hansen. Kendall Elise Hansen. Lisa Joanne Hansen. Savannah Elena Faye Harmon. Michaela Lee Harsh. Brittany Hayes. Lisandra Hernandez. Layla Marie Heyer. Brittany Hill. Holly Huang. Severa Amanda Hubie. Madison Hughes. Ashley Elizabeth Hurst. Jose Clayton Hurtado. James Matthew Hutton. Ariel Rebecca Immel. Eric Brian Jansen. Kimberly Nicole Johnson. April Dawn Jordan. Kiara Cargill. Caitlin Rosellen Kaufman. Cole Anthony Kestner. Jeremiah John Clagg. Madison Elizabeth Kleinert. Rebecca Lee Kmetz. Rayanne Sue Koser. Max Kendall Kozel. Jordan Alyssa Crammel. Tyler Nugent Mustaine Kroll. Brandy Leanne Kruger. Mary Lynn Kupperschmidt. Rachel Elise Kuykendall. Josie Elizabeth Ledzinski. Dakota James Leish. Christy Ann Leal. Jorge Batista Leon. Abby Jean Libby. Alec Lockwood. Mason Emerson Lucas. Isabel Camille Luck. Olivia Adele Lund. Samantha Lynn Lunn. Kylie Nicole Marco. Lydia Elise Martin. Cameron Thomas Martin. Michelle R. Martinadis. Joaquin Martinez. Abby Kathleen Mattis. Ashton Hunter Mattison. Sadie Jean Laisha Matura. Ashley Rose Mock. Samuel Alexander May. Gabrielle Caitlin McCann. Carrie Ann McCormick. Grace Madeline McCormick. Melissa Page McDonald. Mickey James McDowell. Jasmine Nicole Mihalik. Mercedes Xiomara Melgalrejo. Carly Ann Mesarchik. Matthew Raymond Mazel. Mary Isabel Miller. Samantha Elizabeth Meisenher. Emily Lynn Meisenher. Alexis Michelle Missel. Robert James Dale Moeller. Dominic Gaetano Moore. Roxanne Moreno. Caitlin Marie Morgan. Carter Duncan Moss. Michelle Mowbray. Krista Sue Nauman. Ramel Beldad Negre. Brendan Bo Tyler Newkirk. Walter Andrew Novak. Anulika Naomi Divine Ochuba. Erica Janice Okogan. Allison Lee Olchak. Hope Oldenburg. Jamie Orwig. Victoria Lynn Page. Clarissa Rose Pangersick. Dalton James Pavlik. Justice Lane Peterson. Logan Earl Phillips. Bethany Ann Pond. Sabrina Marie Poole. Madeline Elizabeth Porter. Madeline Noel Pratt. Haley Marie Provenzano. Crocifiso Vincente Pusateri. Brianna Lynn Richardson. Mary Catherine Riva. Leslie Rivera. Aubrey Rose Rhoda. Gabriela Ann Rodriguez. Jennifer Romero. Vanessa Rosales. Madison Dawn Rudolph Nodine. William Samek. Juliana Sarabia. Mackenzie Corin Skaggs. Greta Schmolenger. Alexis Sage Schramm. Jacob Schrick. Jeffrey Joseph Shan. Rebecca Ann Sheldon. Alexandria Renee Smallwood. Brooklyn Ann Smith. Sarah Nicole Smith. Madison Jane Solomon. Grace Sparling. Kaylee Grace Spencer. Megan Lynn Spicer. Nicholas Todd Stanford. Malaki Ray Staton. Kristen Nicole Stickney. Megan Ann Stiles Ford. Harley Jacob Stillwell. Tanner Austin Schwartz. Nicholas Allen Swiskowski. Holly O.C. Talent. Abigail Thompson. Sydney Marie Thompson. Cheyenne May Tipsword. Reed Patrick Thomason. Nathaniel Edward Townsell. Karen Page Trouvier. Lexia Nicole Terrell. Cara Lynn Valdez. Madeline Rose Van Horn. Ariana Lisette Villanueva. Cherry Ann Voigt. Tiffany Webster. Hannah Beatrice Weeks. Alexis Nicole Wells. Clay Robert Wells. Mary Angela Wire. Emily Louise White. Christopher Michael Whittington. Desiree Kiara Williamson. Merhan Avery Wise. Carly Jo Wood. Harley Young. Clayton Connor Zelenik. Jake Hunter Zeman. Recently, several Illinois Valley Community College alumni graduated with a bachelor's degree from Lincoln College by participating in the Accelerated Bridge to Education Partnership Program. Dr. Corcoran will now confer the degrees for our Lincoln College graduates.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and upon the approval of the Board of Trustees, and therefore by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Lincoln College, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Science, together with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. And in witness thereof, I award you the diploma of Lincoln College. And now it's my privilege to invite Dr. Deborah Anderson to return to the podium to announce the 2021 IVCC Lincoln College graduates.
Aurora Arteaga, Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership, magna cum laude. Sylvia Escatel, Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Management, summa cum laude. Brendan Faskin, Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Management, magna cum laude. Joshua Galandri, Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Management. Amanda Gwynn, Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Arts, cum laude. Zachary Hayward, Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Arts, summa cum laude. Alicia Orozco, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, magna cum laude. Samuel Stortz, Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership, magna cum laude. Alicia Ware, Bachelor of Business Administration in Business Management.
Before we close today's ceremony, I wanted to share a few things that make the class of 2021 special. Several graduates have selflessly volunteered to serve IVCC, the community, and region, from volunteering at homeless shelters, hospitals, and Red Cross centers. Aside from excelling in the classroom, the class of 2021 shined in extracurricular activities, earning Arrowhead Conference titles and the opportunity to contend at the NJCAA National Championship level. Some are first-generation college students who began their journey as ESL students and today cross the stage as college graduates. Several are parents of young children. Your families will long remember witnessing your achievement. Some have balanced military service or long working hours with challenging academic programs. Many will transfer to universities, while others will go to work, ready to serve the community. Most importantly, we celebrate the fact all of you have bettered your lives, and each one of us, our employees, have been enriched by serving you. These are but a few of the qualities that make the class of 2021 exceptional, and how I will remember you. Now please welcome Madison Miranda, IVCC's 2021-2022 student trustee, who will present the benediction.
As the semester has come to an end, it is my pleasure to congratulate each and every one of you, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. This past year has put everyone to the test, especially students. COVID-19 put in-person learning and social interactions overall on hold. Despite that, all of you have proven to be prevalent, and today you are being rewarded. You worked diligently to adapt to a fully online or limited in-person learning environment, while also looking after your health and the health of others. Now is your opportunity to take some time to pat yourselves on the back and reflect on the positive memories IVCC has given you. No matter what, always keep your passions alive, especially when times get tough like they did this past year. Again, I wish you all the best of luck in finding what you love and living a fulfilling future. Stay healthy, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Madison. Very nice job. I would be remiss if I did not take this opportunity to recognize a handful of individuals who are directly responsible for producing this high-quality virtual ceremony and printed commencement program. Class of 2020 IVCC alumnus Matthew Klein of Matthew Klein Films. Jennifer Heredia of Jen Heredia Studio. MCS Advertising. Mark Grzybowski, IVCC's Vice President for Student Services, and his team, Crystal Creedy, Administrative Assistant for Student Services, Karen Gregorich, Credential and Curriculum Coordinator, Fran Brawley, Executive Director of Community Relations and Development, and Carrie Burns, Administrative Assistant for Community Relations and Development. My closing message to our graduates is a simple one. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for making one of the most important decisions of your life by choosing Illinois Valley Community College, the second oldest public community college and one of the most revered community colleges in the state of Illinois. And thank you to your parents, friends, and family members for supporting your decision. The faculty and staff have been honored by your confidence in our college and your presence on our campus. It's been a privilege to serve you, and we hope that your connections to IVCC last a lifetime. I wish you peace, happiness, great success, and good health. Thank you.